Hello, lovely white beings, and welcome. Welcome to my channel. This is Kimberly Purpose. I decided to try a new angle this time. Interesting. We're going to see how this works. I tried to switch it up a little bit. But anyhow, I'm going to be doing another card read. And this time, the card read is going to be about overcoming self doubt. I did this particular channel message back on July 3rd, 2022 at 9 o'clock a.m. According to my journal, I had it in one of my favorite journals that I like to write in. It's Always Chase Your Dreams. But anyway, but before we get started, please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates of when I go live here on YouTube. And also, please like this video and share this video for those of you all who feel like someone needs to hear these messages. I talk about the American Aborigines, mental health, spirituality, and wellness here on this channel. So, yeah. Now, today, we're going to talk about overcoming self-doubt. So, according to this message, it says here, oftentimes people don't pursue their dreams or passion in life because of doubt. There can be many multiple reasons why people may doubt themselves. It could be because of trauma from the past. It could be childhood trauma, adult trauma. It could be because of how they were raised, their beliefs or mindset, or it can be for many different reasons. Everybody's so different and unique, but it can also be because they're around a lot of naysayers, or the project may appear to be too big, or someone don't see how they can get started. I'm reading this from my iPad just in case I'm reading it from over here. So they don't know how to get started. Some people have a hard time deciding on which way they want to go because they're not sure which direction they want to go. And a lot of times when you are in doubt, it's a good idea to do more research. I find that a lot of times people are not sure about which way they want to go. It's because they have not done enough research to make the best decision for themselves. And so, yeah. The other thing is that your intuition may be telling you to go for it, but within your physical eyes, you can't see how it can ever be possible. And sometimes we tend to look more in the physical realm, look through our physical eyes, but don't go within, because a lot of times there's a solution to everything that you may want to pursue, because it's there, but you just can't see it. That's why it's important to tap into universal and ancestral knowledge in order to gain more clarity of which way you want to go with your life purpose or mission in life. Your intuition may be telling you to go for it, but your physical eyes tell you no. But even though you can't see it, the possibility is there. But if you go within and tap into universal knowledge, you can see the hidden paths that the Most High has for you. Go within your inner universe, and you're not alone. So you're not alone, you guys. I did another video talking about you're not alone. You may want to check it out. I've done several videos on this particular topic. I believe this is going to be the 29th video of the Universal Guidance channel messages that I am doing. So if you missed the other messages, don't forget to go and check it out, so that way you can get caught up. But these messages are timeless. I do my card reads with them. And so whenever you get it, that's when you're supposed to get it, you know. And if it resonates, it resonates. But on the card deck that I'm going to be pulling the cards from are from the Spill Your Tea deck. Now, Spirit guided me to choose this particular card deck. The other card deck is from the Mystic Red Rose Oracle deck. And then the other card deck is from the Angel Oracle card deck. So this is where the card reads are going to be coming from. I believe I'm going to start with the Spill Your Tea deck. I always like to use the bigger cards first. I do. I don't know. That's just my preference. But we're going to see what Spirit has in store for you guys with this card read. So let's see here. All right. Let's see. Here it is right here. I'm doing a card read. I'm shuffling. Let me know what you think of this angle. I'm going to try different angles, you guys. I'm playing around with this new, I guess you call it a stick. But anyway, I use it anyway to use it for the camera. So I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna play around with it. This is just the first time using it. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Archangel Michael, all the guardian angels of Hawaii. Please guide me on which cards to pull. Which cards to pull for the collective. Which cards to pull? Is this it? Okay, I'm beginning again. Okay. Again. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, which cards for the collective should I pull? Okay. Are there more? Okay. Is there more? Okay. Oh, look, that one shot out. Any more? Okay, I'm getting that's it. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Alright, you guys. The first card that came out is Circle of Drama. Circle of Drama. This landed in the past. Circle of Drama. Okay, it says here, your social circle is full of dramatic changes. Okay. So some of y'all are going through some dramatic changes with your social circle. This landed in the past. And find it interesting how you're on a stage and you're performing. And it's sort of like, it's interesting. Life is like a stage performance. And sometimes when you're going through different life changes, you feel like you're on a stage filled with drama, and people are always can look in. But your social circle is full of dramatic changes. It might be that you have evolved and changed as your purpose changed in life. Your social circle changes, and sometimes some of the people that you were dealing with in your past no longer serves you. You may have had friends that you thought you were friends, or people that you felt like you resonate with, but later on you find out they're not your friends, and so you ended up having to cut a lot of people off, because you were tired of the drama. This landed in the past, so it was a learning process. It's very performative. You find that sometimes people are not who you think they are, or you know, sometimes as you, all right. The card, the phone, I guess the recorder sort of went off, so I had to start again. So, but what I was leaving off on was the circle of drama card. I was talking about how that landed in the past and how some of you all have experienced some drama, some dramatic relationships in the past, and it was like a learning experience for you. It was like an emotional roller coaster, and you had to learn from these relationships. You know, your social circle is full of dramatic changes. So there's different changes that occurred um, due to these transitionary periods in your life. The second card that came out was Karmic Lesson. Karmic Lesson is the card that came out. And so in this particular card, it says there are karmic lessons in relationships that need to be learned. It's interesting how these two sort of go hand in hand. You know, you first had to deal with dramatic friendships, you know, and relationships that you were dealing with in the past. And then these are karmic lessons in relationships that needed to be learned. So some of these relationships came into your life for a reason. You may not understand, especially when you're dealing with chaos, you know, but you learn from it, and that's the most important part. These are karmic lessons. It helps to grow you into who you really are today. You know, sometimes going through these life experiences and changes can, you know, mold you into who you are today and make you a better person. You know, you make wiser decisions. You grow and expand. You know, I find this interesting how you see the growth and expansion in this particular picture. You know, I'm not quite sure. It looks like it's the ocean. You know, in a circular motion. It could be an ocean, you know, or, you know, look like a ship, like it's being swallowed in. But then it causes you to grow and expand in the long run because you gain knowledge and wisdom, you know, after going through those particular changes in your life. The next card is talking about the path unknown. This sort of goes more into, you know, overcoming the self-doubt. The path on ahead in a relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. You know, a lot of times, you know, overcoming self-doubt can be tied into relationships. And this particular card read is delving more into, you know, the self-doubt, and not just in everyday life, but it's also can be dealing with relationships as well. The path ahead in the relationship is uncertain. So some of you all may be in a relationship or have connections where you're not sure or unclear if it's going to last, or if it's something that you feel like it's going to continue or not. You know, I see a car riding down the road. It's a red car. I find it very interesting. You're driving down a path of the unknown. And a lot of times that can cause a lot of self-doubt in one's dreams, you know. And believe it or not, when the path is unclear, that's when you have to start delving more into your intuition, delving more into universal and ancestral wisdom and knowledge is key to helping you go the right way that was, you know, in divine order for self. And yeah, the next card is to pretending to be fine. Some of you all are pretending to be fine, even though you're not fine. This landed in the present, or it could be future. You may be appearing strong outward while the feelings is vulnerable. Your feelings is very vulnerable. Some of you all have this tough exterior. You try to present to the world that you're okay, but inside you may not be okay. Some of y'all might have been experiencing, I found it interesting, depression. You know, you see, the exterior is a big smiling face, but then if you go a little further back, it's a mist. But you're not okay. You're sort of depressed or down or not happy as to which way you're going, because some of you all are not moving forward like you're supposed to. Some of you all are still stuck on the past. It could be someone still stuck on the past and haven't had a chance to heal. And it could be that some, it's like a balloon, a face. Outward you show that you're okay, but inside you're not. Some of y'all might be filled with anxiety about what is going to happen in the future because you haven't properly planned or made or took steps. And some of y'all need to take steps, because it's time, but do some research and start digging in and going within. Do your healing work. Healing work is going to be key. I'm just curious. I'm going to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Here it is. The bottom of the deck, it says trust the process. Trust in process. I thought that was interesting. That was what was found on the bottom of the deck. It says trust the process of the relationship. Don't rush for answers. So some of you all who are in a relationship, it says trust the process. A lot of times you all might have doubt. I'm getting relationship here. Someone's having doubt about a relationship, but it says here trust the process. Which is what some of you all are doing, is letting anxiety rule. And sometimes it's not good to let anxiety rule. Take a step back. Do some breathing exercises, some mindfulness, Process your feelings first before you just jump into conclusions, Trust the process of the relationship. Don't rush for answers. See, some of y'all assume, I would say. I think that's the best way to describe. Someone is assuming things, like it says, it goes back to not looking at the physical, but going more within, and put a pause on it before you jump into things. Research. That's why I say research what's going on first. Do not just jump to conclusions, because sometimes when you make rush decisions, that's when you make mistakes. So take your time, follow divine energy, tap into your inner universe, and it won't lead you astray. It won't, you guys. It won't. So the next card deck that we're going to read from is the Mystic Red Rose Oracle deck. We're going to see what this deck says. I may have to pause this video because the time might be a little bit up on this. So yeah. So hold on one second. Alrighty, I'm back, you guys. So we're gonna do the Mystic card, the Mystic Red Rose Oracle. Should I shuffle? Okay, yes. Alrighty, Archangel Michael, all the guardian angels of Hawa, please guide me on which cards to pull. Which cards to pull from the collective? Which cards to pull? Okay, I'm getting that set. Alrighty, just shuffling them. Alright, Archangel Michael. Oops. Dang. This one shot out. That was really quick. Okay. Okay. Is that it? I'm getting it one more time. I'm gonna really shout out. Okay. Okay, which card should I pull from for the collective for a while? Archangel Michael, the guardian angels of a wall. Thank you. Oops. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Okay. So the first card that came out was Paradise. Paradise. It says here, happiness. Happiness and joy, playfulness. Enjoy each other's honeymoon phase. So this landed in the past. Some of y'all went through a honeymoon phase in a relationship. It sort of goes hand in hand with some of the things that you had learned from the other card deck was talking about friendships, relationships, such as the circle of drama and everything. This is landed in the past. It's talking about a honeymoon phase. Things were going well at first in a relationship, but then it says here, sunglasses, watching, looking over perspective, stalking. Some of y'all had gone through the stalking situation. Some of y'all are being watched. This landed in the past and it could be present right now. Well, from the previous card deck, it was talking about there was a circle, a circle of drama. But then, of course, it shows here playfulness. This could have been in past, maybe youthfulness. When you were growing up, you might have known this person for a very long time, and you enjoyed each other and had a honeymoon phase. But then, if I included other cards, it says that you had to go through some storms with these types of relationships, and the lesson had to be learned. And I find this is interesting. You broke off some of these relationships and that were chaotic for you, create a lot of drama, and now you got people from your past who are still watching. I think it's people in your past, or it could be new people. Some of you all may be on social media. I was looking at right here. I was also noticing from this other card, it says paradise. It appears to be paradise right there, but it looks like it's the waves are coming up. I'm not sure. It could be a reflection. I see a reflection right here in the picture, and it can also represent a storm. It may be nice in paradise, beautiful beaches right now, but it could be a storm that just came up. Honeymoon period, but the storm may be lurking along the coast. And then, of course, it says stalking. Somebody's watching you. Perspective. Somebody's being watched or stalked. They could be, I see glasses. It could be someone who wear glasses. It looks like it's glasses in here in the picture. Here it is. You can see these glasses. It could be someone that wear glasses, looking perspectives, watching, sunglasses, shades, blocking out the sun, stalkerish behavior. Maybe you're being observed by someone from your past. That's what it looks like. That's what it appears to be. They could be watching you through social media or driving by a house, perhaps. But yeah, this landed in the present. The other card that came out was Teddy Bear. Interesting, you blooming relationship, flirting, wanting to date. So there's someone that wants to date you. It's landed in the present, the new person, The stalking person probably someone from your past. But this, or could be a new person too. This landed in the present too. It could be the new person that has somewhat of an interest in you. But this one right here is interesting um, interested in you, blooming relationship. So some of y'all may have a relationship coming near you, a new person coming in, perhaps. And then the other one, the card, this landed upside down. It says clarity, truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. Clarity. Some of you all are having more of a revelation. It's landed in the future. Or it could be present right now, starting to open up your eyes to things, becoming more aware. You know, some life was a learning experience for you all. You know, the roles, you know, starting anew, having more truth and revelation. You have grown. Honor to and protection, determination. Some of you all have learned how to protect your heart. Learned how, you know, Rose dealing with the heart and love and relationships. Some of y'all have learned to be more protective. Some of y'all are more guarded and know how to protect your energy now. See, at first, some of y'all were in the middle of drama, you know, in the past. But now you learned from all these past lessons and realize that, you know, things are not what they appear to be. You know, you're starting to see things more clearly now, you know, and you have more of an eye of discernment. And then, of course, the other one is looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making memories. Some of y'all are still dwelling on the past, you know, but some of y'all see these are happy memories, you know. Maybe it might be a loved one that you missed that passed away, you know. But now y'all are starting to make new memories because you're starting to go a new path in life. Because if you look at this card, y'all are going a new path, a new direction in life. And as you follow a new path in life, you're starting to create new memories with new people. Or just starting anew. Or, you know, if it's not new people, it could be that you're going a different direction in your life with your family and friends. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck says it's party, time with friends, fun, happiness, single, living in the moment. Some of y'all are living in the moment. Some of y'all are starting anew. This is in the future. So maybe more happier moments ahead. Because, you know, you learn from these past mistakes and, you know, you have grown and learned to grow and prosper. And so things are changing now in your life. So the next card deck is the Angel Numbers deck. We're going to see what this deck has to say. Alright, you guys. This is going to be from the Angel Card Oracle deck. We're going to see what cards to choose from this deck. Archangel Michael, the guardian angel. So wow, please guide me on which cards to pull, which cards to pull from the collective. Which cards to pull from the collective. Oh, thank you. Alright, the card that came out was 2323. That's the angel number that came out. And on this card deck, it says here, embrace unity and cooperation with others. Together you can achieve and extraordinary things. So it sort of helps talk about, you know, ties into overcoming self-doubt, you know, knowing that, you know, unity and cooperation is going to be key. And it says here again, it says, embrace unity and cooperation with others. Together you can achieve extraordinary things. So sometimes maybe you may need to work with others to get the help that you need. But that is the message for today. I can see what is at the bottom. The card that came out at the bottom of this deck is 1616. And 1616 says, find balance in your life. It is the key to inner peace and outer success. So, key to inner peace and outer success. So, that's the angel number for this week. 2323 and 1616. So, yeah. So, I'm glad you all got a chance to join me on this message, on overcoming self-doubt. And so, yeah, I am a licensed therapist. I do see patients here in Georgia, and my schedule fills up pretty fast. But if you're interested in getting counseling from me, my information is in the description. And I also do live coachings for those who are out of state, outside of Georgia. And also, make sure you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates of when I go live here on YouTube and on social media. And also, make sure you share this video for those who may need this help, for goddesses or, the people of the light who needs this help, please share this video for these messages. Also, for those of you all who don't know, I do have an album that's out that's called Universal Guidance. So it's Neo Soul. Is available now on Spotify and also on the Apple Store. I also have a shop, two shops actually. I have the Psychology Essence shop. Psychology Essence shops is a shop to get my digital downloads of mental health books and journals that I have that's online. They're digital downloads. And I also have the Purpose Healing Art shop that's also available, and I sell my t-shirts and candles there. I have 11 piece Peace and Light candles available for sale there, and also my t-shirts and some more digital products as well in that store as well. So yes, so thank you for joining me here today. I have some more videos out. I'm doing, don't forget to check my videos that I do almost every week, so check those out as well. But thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you being here. So, love and peace, peace and light. Bye-bye.